Midori, who works at a small publishing company, has been visiting a nursing home on the outskirts of town. For the first time in a long time. This is because Midori's beloved grandmother lives there. Shortly after her longtime husband, the grandmother, passed away 2 years ago, she had retreated to the nursing home. Despite the warnings of those around her, "Grandma, how are you?" Grandma has become a little hard of hearing, but she is still full of energy. Midori finds several notebooks in her room. They seem to have been written by her. "Grandma, you write poetry? It's been a long time since I last wrote one." Midori is surprised at her grandmother's good taste. Due to her job, she has read many poetry collections and novels. But she has rarely come across such sensitivity. "Grandma, can I borrow this?" "Yeah, sure." Midori was momentarily concerned by the way her grandma hesitated, but she quickly forgot about it. Midori borrowed a notebook from her grandma. She wanted to show it to Katsuragi, the editor-in-chief. Katsuragi was the editor-in-chief of a small publishing company, but he was also a well-known literary critic in the industry, and had contributed to several literary magazines. Katsuragi takes the notebook from Midori, and reads a few pages and says, "Yes, maybe. This person. No, there's no doubt about it." "Hey Midori, who is the owner of this notebook?" "Yes, it's my grandmother." "And what was her name?" "Yumano Oi, and I got my name from my grandmother." "I see. So I thought, can I meet my grandmother?" According to the editor-in-chief, Yumano Oi was a rising star 50 years ago, who had attracted attention as a young author, but then suddenly disappeared. Grandma stubbornly refused to be interviewed. "Hey, Grandma, why did you stop writing? I told you I didn't want to talk about it." "Well, why don't you tell me, Midori? Who's not the one who works at the publishing company, but the one who inherited Grandma's blood and was given Grandma's name?" After thinking for a moment, Grandma slowly began to speak. "I didn't stop writing. I just couldn't write anymore. I was happy. I was living with the person I love. And even though there was a war, I had a war family. And I was blessed with grandchildren. I thought I didn't need anything else. You know, Grandma, I was raised by traveling merchants and had no friends. That loneliness made me write. I couldn't write unless there was something in my heart that was unfulfilled. Something I wanted to fill. Yes, writing is praying. It was the same as praying to God to be happy. So when Grandpa was gone, I was able to write again. I don't want to say that now. I was happy. That was enough." A year later, perhaps her wish had come true. Grandma followed in her grandfather's footsteps. Around the same time, a collection of Grandma's works was reprinted for the first time in 50 years. The cover advertised her as a legendary poet.